make them wait for the pussy. Wait.
What's up, YouTube? This is your girl Drea, and welcome to Drea's Corner. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in to watch another video. This is my second video, so I'm still trying to get comfortable and get used to the camera. Yesterday I was like all over the place, but hopefully today I won't be as much. I may, so just bear with me. But I just basically just wanted to sit down and just like do my second video, and I was kind of gonna go into depth a little bit more about some of the things that I disclosed yesterday, you know, that I kind of just let out there. But I'm just pretty free and open. I'm not ashamed of anything. I pretty much live my life how I want to and do what I want to do, and you know, I try to be the best person that I can be every day. I try to strive to be better every single day, and life is a learning process, and I'm still learning, so just like we all are. But anyway, so today I'm basically gonna go a little bit into more depth about a few topics that I kind of threw out there about me, because again, this is a part 2 introductory video to who is Drea and Drea's Corner and what you bring it to YouTube. So anyway, I wanted to start this channel because like I just was like, you know, it seems fun, entertaining. I feel like it's something I could do, you know. And I was just like, you know what? I used to keep journals or whatever. I don't anymore, just because who writes anymore, like, really? But I'm just saying, like, you know, we all texting and stuff like that, and probably typing on keyboards or whatever at work or whatever, and on the internet or whatever. But, you know, I just don't have the patience to like really do that anymore. So I was just like, you know what, let me just start, because like last year was like a crazy year for me, and I kind of went through like a rocky stage on up into 2019, and it's just kind of starting to balance out now, and you know, I'm starting to kind of get back to who I am. And like when I first wanted to do it, it was like a year ago, and I just kind of just had so much going on. I didn't have the time and the energy, and I just wasn't confident. I just was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I was dealing with some other stuff. But anyway, so we ended up breaking up last year, and it was very devastating for me. It really was. It was very devastating. It was very hard. And I did not know, like, I just felt like I could not live without that person. Like, I just was like, this was our second relationship, because we had been together. I had been with her like when I got her, well, excuse me, y'all. I met her when I was like 19 or whatever, and so we ended up dating. I was like 19, she was like 24 or whatever, and we just like, you know, hooked up. We actually met on the internet, and we just clicked, and the internet was different back then than how it is now, because again, I'm 35 or whatever and she's 40. Okay, so the internet was different back then, back in the day. But anyway, we met at like in like a chat room or whatever, so I'm not even gonna go all into that. I'm just letting y'all know that we had been in a previous relationship before, and we were together for 3 years. Okay, and then we ended up breaking up. It was a lot of different things that happened, and we broke up. Okay, so then we ended up getting back together like in 2012 or whatever, and she basically found me on Facebook or whatever, and we hooked up and we linked up, and it was just like we connected again. And this time around, like, we both did things in the last relationship to really hurt one another or whatever, but we was like, this time around we both was like, you know, we want to fix this, we want to make it right. We felt like we was partners, soulmates or whatever. I'm an Aquarius, she's a Cancer or whatever, and like we just was like not only lovers but best friends. Like we was like, well, I can't say, looking back on it now, you know, I can't say that I was her best friend. She had a best friend designated, and oh, I could not never take her spot. Okay, never. Okay, I would never get close to her friend, her best friend that she's known since like I think middle school or high school or whatever. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But so like I was saying, we ended up breaking up, and it was hard. It was tough, and I wanted to like. I just felt like I could not live without this person when it happened. I was devastated. I just wanted things to work. I felt like I was trying. I was putting everything, all my effort into making it work. And this person just was like refusing to like be honest with me. They were very sneaky, just kind of manipulative, and just like it was just a lot. And I don't want to talk bad about that person because I still love that person deeply. I still do. But like that lifestyle is not for me anymore. And I'm gonna make another video about that. Like I don't know if I'm gonna go too deep into our relationship tonight and how the breakup happened, but like I said, when it happened, I was devastated, and I just felt like I needed somebody to talk to or whatever, because I really don't have a lot of friends or whatever, because I kind of like keep to myself, and I don't really just like deal with people like that or whatever. But anyway, I just felt like I needed somebody to talk to or whatever, and I was like, I was like, I know what I'm going through, somebody else is probably experiencing, especially like a lesbian, bisexual girl, or I feel like it's probably not enough videos out here with females like me who are films in these lesbian type relationships, and who are bisexual, who like men and women, who basically I know there's other names out there. I'm not really too into those names, but the basic names like heterosexual, homosexual, gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, LGBTQ, all that. I'm used to those, but acronyms. But I don't know, I don't know about the rest. But basically, she is not living this type of lifestyle either. And when I tell you, I have to take a break. Like, because when I tell you the way it happened and the way she told me that she was not living a lesbian lifestyle anymore and that she was living her life for God, I was like, what? But not, I know, like, the way my reaction is coming off right now, it might look like I'm like, I don't believe in God or something, but trust me, I do. I believe in the higher power. I believe in God. I do, and I'm realizing God, like, I always knew it though, because I just have this like feeling inside of me, because God lives inside of us, right? We are made in his image. You know what I'm saying? We are the light. He is the light, correct? So we are the light. We can manifest things and make things happen. I believe in these type of things. God help those who help themselves. I believe in these type of things. And like, I feel like God has always dealt with me. He has always been there with me and guided me. And like, sometimes me being an Aquarius, I am very rebellious. Like, I tend to like, even though I be knowing what I'm supposed to do, and I just be, my intuition be so like, I be on it, doggone it, like on it, doggone it, okay? I be on it, like, and people always try to make me like I'm crazy. Like, they be trying to make me think that I'm crazy, but I be right. I be right all the time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, with this situation, just a little breakdown. We had been together for 5 years, right? And like, okay, so the first two was like good. Like, it was good, you know what I'm saying? We was like a couple. We was doing our thing, we was trying to, make shit work, you know what I'm saying? And then like she started like she just did stuff like she knew me, okay, because mind you, we had been in a relationship before, so she knew me, she knew how I was, she knew how I think or whatever, so she know I'm not intimidated like by no bitch, like, because to me, like, I will give any other female a compliment. I have no problem with being like, girl, your hair is cute. What kind of hair is that? I like your hair, girl. Oh my gosh, I like your shoes. I like your hair. I like your nails. I like whatever. Like, I'm not a hater like that because I'm not intimidated when another queen walk up into the room. Just like me. Like, you know, I walk up into the room and all eyes is on me because I be standing out. I try to be different, you know. That's just me. That's just my spirit or whatever. But like, I started talking about myself and got off track. But anyway, um so she basically like started like doing little sneaky stuff like with other girls, like other women, like babysitting people kids, and like I ain't know about these people. Like, she came up missing, I didn't know where she was, and she was talking about she was babysitting people kids. So I just like it was so much. And again, I am not trying to bash her, I'm just stating the facts of what happened. And you know, so that happened, right? So when that first happened, that was probably like 2.5, almost 3 years into the relationship. So I kind of was already like side eyeing her then, because that's part of the reason why we had broke up the first time around, because she cheated or whatever, and vice versa. So I did the same because I had a rebellious spirit, and like I'm one of them people. I'm very nice, sweet, kind hearted. I'm like a humanitarian. I like justice. I like fairness. I like peace. You know what I'm saying? I like serenity. You know, I like calmness. I do not like to argue. But if you come to me, you step to me, or you bring it to me, or you mess with me and mines, meaning my money, my children, my nigga, anybody I'm fucking with, like, done. It's a problem. You got a whole problem with me now. And then when I get mad, because it take me a minute to get mad, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty zen, but I get it popping. Like, I will like go the off. Okay, like, I will go off, and I try not to. But if I don't like for people to take me out of character like that, but I just had to, you know, let you know that's just me. That's just how I am. But so anyway, so she know this is about me. So the fact that she started like flirting, or like, I won't say flirting, but the fact that she started doing, you know, when you feel like you gotta hide something from your mate and you can't tell your mate, I don't give a damn if you feel like, oh my gosh, she not gonna talk to me, or oh my gosh, she gonna be upset or mad because I did this or that. You don't keep nothing from the person that you're with. You tell them. You don't keep no secrets. I don't like liars. I don't like when people just lie for no reason. Like, really, like, I feel like you playing with my intelligence. Like, I feel like you playing with my third eye. Like, stop playing with me, right? Like, like, I don't like that. But yeah, and it just progressed from there. Like, so once that happened, I already didn't trust her or whatever. And then, like I said, I have a good intuition. I don't know, it's something about being an Aquarius. I don't know, I'm convinced. That's why I say, God, we are all different. But I'm just telling you, like, I just have a way of feeling stuff, like, and seeing things. And it just was like, I had feelings like 3 years in that this was not going to work. Like, it's a problem. This is not going to work. Like, I could already see the signs. And, you know, I'm starting to realize as I get older and live every day and go through experiences that life is a lesson. And, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, some people learn their lessons faster than others. And me in particular, I tend to not I tend to bump my head a few times. That's probably why I got a big forehead. You know what I'm saying? Bump my head a few times before I get it right sometimes. And I hate that I do that, because it's like I be knowing what I should do and I don't always do it. And then every time when I sit back and I look back, I be like, dang, I was right. That's why I say, like, after this experience, after this breakup, I was like, I'm done. This life is not for me. Um, I used to always say that I personally feel, this is my opinion, and I'm not saying that I'm right, but I just feel like being gay is a choice. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because that we all have free will. Okay? God give us all free will. Okay? And I feel like sometimes our environment, the way we were raised, DNA, different things can cause this to happen. Okay? And so therefore, people tend to turn out what their environment is or whatever. Sometimes you may have little boys that was, raised, with a bunch of women, and they might seem a little bit more feminine than others. And then there's boys who've been raised by their mom or nothing but women, and they don't turn out like that. It's just, shit happens. I don't know, but I just feel like a lot of people that I've known, because like I said, I've been bisexual for like 15 years. I'm 35, so that's pretty much half my life. Okay. And I was actually very young in the schoolhouse, just repping, like, when repping being gay was not all that. Okay, was not all that. Like, how dare you come out and say you like girls? You what? Like, no, we could not do that. But me and my ex back in the day, we did not care. We was like, who, what? We love each other. We don't care. Okay. So anyway, I just felt like, just with around the people I've been around, and I've met a lot of people. Okay, especially in the gay world, or I'm really not trying to offend anybody, so I hope I don't offend anybody, because I don't want to offend anybody. And this is why I've always been very cautious of being on YouTube, or even talking speaking my opinion to people, because I don't want to rub anyone the wrong way. But also at the same time, as I say, I am still learning myself, and I'm trying to just be like, you know what, forget it. Let me stop altering myself and trying to conform and adjust. I need to stop. This is why I'm so unhappy and stuff, because I'm always trying to, like, make people happy, and sometimes I have to, like, change, how I act or what I do or my opinions, and just kind of, like, be quiet, because I don't want the confrontation, and especially if it's people I care about. But I'm like, screw that. But now I'm living my life, and I'm just gonna say what I have to say, and it's my opinion, and I don't want to offend nobody. I'm just talking about my experience, and I feel like there's probably somebody out here that need to hear this. That, like, there's probably a girl like me, like, who used to live the gay or bisexual, lesbian lifestyle, and they're coming out, whether it be a stud. I know a stud right now, like, that I used to work with, okay, and she was a straight up stud, and, like, all of a sudden, so I'm 35, she gotta be about 38. She's not even that much older than me, maybe even 40. I'll give her that. She's maybe even 40. And this girl, like, just, like, I guess she ended up getting cancer, and, like, that changed her whole life, and she ended up, like, getting on hospice care. Okay, and mind you, hospice care means, like, that the doctor has signed off that you have a terminal illness that is basically giving you a life expectancy of 6 months to a year. Okay, so the fact that this girl was, like, we're gonna say from the age of 36, 37 to 40, who has cancer, okay, and then gets on hospice, okay, you would think that she's going to be dead, like she's going to die. Oh my gosh. And she did not. She ended up beating cancer, and she ended up changing her whole life for God. And I just was like, wow, I never would have thought. Like, I never would have thought. Like, wow. And it just made it, I just thought to myself too, she made that conscious choice to do that. I commend her for that, and that's good. That is really good. So when my ex told me that, I was just kind of like shocked, because she was one of those people, like, she's very attractive. Very attractive. If I see her today, I'd probably be like, "Ooh, she get on my nerves." but but she broke my heart, and we're done. Okay. So therefore, it needed to happen, guys. It needed to happen. And every day is a process for me. I am still every day trying to become stronger, gain my strength back, gain my energy back, and like really become my best self now, because I feel like I have wasted so much time and energy and money and patience on people and things that don't matter. Okay? That do not benefit me. They only take from me and drain me. Okay? Like, really. Like, like I told y'all, the first 3 years, the first 2 was good. That third year was a little rocky, right? So then we ended up having to move, right? Because we had been living at this one. I had my own place. She had her own place. She ended up moving with me, and then we lived together in that apartment for a year, and then we ended up getting into another place for like 2 years, right? So we was in this place for like 2 years. So now we on our 4th year. So we end up going and moving into this house, right? Beautiful home. Like, one thing about us is that when we did work together, as far as like building together, we did well together. We always have. We always fed off each other and just like try to better each other. Like, anybody that I mess with, I always want to be an asset to them and help them and build them up and be they rock and be they love, and I want to be they everything, and I want to make them happy, and vice versa. I expect the same things in return, right? I want that loyalty, that trust, that if I can't trust nobody else, and if I can't go to nobody else, I know you gonna be there, or I'm gonna be there. That's just how I feel about relationships, and I just never felt, I could not get that feeling with her. I always felt second place. I always felt to her like her family, her everybody around her, her co-workers, her best friend. I always felt second, and I should be first. You know what I mean? And when I date, I don't date to just like mess around. Like, I date to possibly be married. And mind you, when I think about it, this is somebody that I done lived half of my adult life with. Like, as far as dating is concerned, because I was with her for 3 years. I got with my son's father for 6 years. He ended up passing away, and then I ended up getting back with her. Okay, so I pretty much been with her a lot of my dating life. So I really don't know nothing else but her and him as far as an adult. So I know that probably sounds weird. Now, don't get me wrong, I have messed around with other people, but as far as like serious relationships, locked in long term, it's only been really those 2 people. So I don't really know nothing else, right? So mind you, like I told y'all yesterday, as an Aquarius, I put my all into this person. I put my everything. When I am with somebody, I am with you. Whether that's a friend, whether that's my family, whether that's my kids, like my lovers, I am down for you. It's, especially when you show me you down for me, I'm down for you, right? So like so the 4th year, we end up moving into the home, and it was beautiful. We ended up having her sister move in with us, and her sister has 4 kids, and it was just she needed help at the time, and me being the person that I am, I'm a humanitarian. I want to see people win. I want to see everybody make it and be happy and be successful. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm a little tongue tied, but I want to see everybody successful around me. Everybody, like, if I don't fool with you, I don't care what you got going on. Like, I really don't care. That's on you to do whatever you're gonna do. But if I fool with you and I care for you, like, I want to see everybody around me win. Like, I don't want nobody struggling and hurting or whatever, right? So I'm like, yeah, let's help your sister out. I feel for her because I'm a woman and I'm a single mother with 2 kids, so I understand the struggle of being a baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Being a single mother, I understand. So, and luckily she has a sister, which was my ex, who can help and is willing to help. She have a support system, and so I'm like, and then her sister had somebody like me who was willing to be helpful. Because why? Because I love that person, and I'm willing to do anything to show you that I love you and I'm here for you, and whatever you go through, we gonna get through it together, and vice versa. So that person lived with us. So the sister lived with us for a while, and then she ended up moving, and then she ended up having to come back later on. Well, actually, I'm skipping over stuff. So basically, the first time she lived with us was like in the 2-year mark, close to the 3-year mark, when we was in our like 3rd year and things started getting rocky or whatever. That's when the sister was living with us, and all kind of stuff happened. She ended up moving or whatever, and so our relationship was kind of rocky. We ended up moving into the home, and then we basically got like the sister ended up coming back with the kids, and we basically was like struggling for a while, right? We was like struggling with our relationship, is what I'm meaning. Like, we was having issues because it wasn't no real privacy, it wasn't no intimacy going on or whatever, right? And so I was like, so then my dad hadn't really been in my life like that or whatever, right? I didn't grow up knowing my father really. When I met him, the first time I ever met my father, I was 12 years old. Okay, so when I met him like real quick. Like, it was like, oh, this your daddy, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm scanning him out. I'm seeing, okay, I get my forehead from you. Okay, I get my swag from you. Okay. So I'm looking him up and down, right? I'm checking him out. I want to know who you are. Okay, right. So I never saw him again after that until like I was an adult. I was 21 years old when I first met my dad again. I was like, okay, this is the second time I met him. Okay, I was like, okay. So, and he was in prison then, so it was a weird, strange relationship. He had been locked up in prison for some years. He ended up getting out or whatever, right? And he needed help, and everyone knows how hard it is for convicts, ex felons or whatever. Everyone knows how hard it is for them to get jobs, find places to stay or whatever like that. And basically that is what was happening with my dad. Like, he was having a hard time, finding places to stay, keeping consistent work or whatever like that. And over time, we developed a relationship, and he basically wanted to just like be around his daughter and get to know his daughter, and he needed help. And so I felt like, the person in me, like, even though my dad was not there for me, and he did not raise me, and he did not show me what a man should be like and what should I expect from a man, he wasn't a father to me. I was like, it's okay though, I forgive you, and I'm going to help you though, because at the end of the day, the Bible tells us to honor thy mother and father. And even though, and I'm in the process of trying to get right now, right? I'm trying to get right. I've been trying to get right my whole life, but for real this time, like, I'm for real this time, my eyes are awakening up. Like, my eyes are open, and I'm seeing things for what they really are. Things that are being exposed to me that are like, I realize I always be putting stuff off and don't want to believe stuff when I need to start trusting myself and trusting my gut. And that's why I say again, this situation has made me realize why I need to start trusting myself more and listening to that inner spirit in me that is telling me this is God working through me saying, Andrea, you need to hear this. This is what's going on. This is what is going on. Okay. And I'm always trying to fight it and block it. But anyway, so that fourth year, it's getting rocky. And we have all these people in our house. We have me, her, my kids, her sister, her 4 kids, and my daddy. So it's all these different people, all these personalities, all this different stuff going on. People weren't getting along. It was just too much. We both like our peace. We both like being, kind of like alone, and like we both kind of like loners. So that's another reason why we like clicked. We just was like each other's, confidant, and then just things just started falling apart. It was too many people around, and I don't know, I just felt like I just never was enough for this person. I always tried to like adjust and be what she wanted me to be, and how she expected me to be and stuff. And it was just like towards the end I started physically seeing myself fading away, and like literally dying inside. Like I was hurting. Like by the fourth year, it was so much going on. It was so much disconnect between us, and just trust issues and all that I just could not trust her. I just felt like she was lying to me. I kept feeling like she didn't want me anymore, because the girl wouldn't even be intimate with me. It was that bad. Like, and I felt like it made me feel like something was wrong with me. I wasn't attractive. I was like, what is wrong? I don't understand. Why is this person fighting me? Why is this happening like this? Like, what is going on? We used to be so tight. We used to be so in love. Like, I don't understand what happened. And then, like, I used to always tell that person, you just don't want me no more. It's only 2 reasons why you're doing what you're doing, because I know this person so well. Again, I am an Aquarius. Like, I'm very intuitive. I read people, okay? I pick up on things, I don't know what it is. It's something. I just get this off of people, and it's helped me, to identify people and trust my instinct and know how to deal with situations. And that's why I'm thankful to be here today, another day. I'm thankful for every day that the good Lord blesses me with to live, And so I kept saying, like, I feel like something is wrong, like something is not right. And I never forget, like, before this breakup even happened, so like the fourth year, it was bad, right? It was so bad. And it was like, it got to the point to where she did not want to be home. Like, this girl would work. She would purposely make her schedules to where she didn't have to be home to deal with me or my kids or whatever. And like, it was bad. Like, it was that bad to where she would not, like, she would work nights knowing I work a straight Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? She know this, and yet she would purposely like make her schedule to where we couldn't be together and spend time together, to where I was like, look, either you're cheating, okay, because I know you, and I'm like, either you're cheating or you're not into me anymore. It's just one of the things. And I'm sorry, again, if she ever sees this, I am not bashing her, and I don't want it. I really don't want it to come off as bashing. I'm just stating the facts of what happened. I'm just doing snippet rundowns of why I've come to where I've come to, and why it hurt. This breakup, this relationship hurt me so bad, right? So, because at the end of the day, this is about me, and this is about my truth, okay? And at the end of the day, it is what it is, and she know what was done, and it could have been done a better way, okay? So at the end of the day, I was like, okay, so what happened? Where was I? Hopefully I get it back real quick. So, I basically was like, okay, something's going on. Either she's cheating or she's just not into me. And when I would say it, she would tell me, no, that's not it. You're crazy. You're wrong. You're just mean, Drea. And I'm really not a mean person. Like, deep down inside, I'm not a mean person. The problem I feel, the downfall I have is I feel like I'm too freaking nice. I always want to see the benefit of the doubt in people, and just like, I always want to believe everybody's good, and I'm realizing no, everybody's not. People have spirits on them, demons. Like, for real, they have spirits on them. Okay, and like I had to get like some sage, y'all. Like, seriously, I had to get some sage. Don't let nobody tell y'all sage is bad, okay? Don't. That's a whole nother topic, because me and her kind of got into it on that since she got on this whole new thing she on. But I had to give me some sage, because I'm like, I gotta get the negative energy around me, and I gotta get it away from me, and I got to like manifest some good stuff, because like I am tired of all this problems. Why is my life like this? Why am I going through so much pain? Like, I kept trying to figure that out. Like, why? I've always wondered this all my life. Like, why am I experiencing this? Why am I going through this stuff? Like, why? I don't understand, right? So with this particular situation, I'm like, why, you know? And so basically, I was just like, okay, so if she's not cheating, then she just don't want me no more. Like, and it was killing me inside, y'all. Like, it killed me. One thing about me, I don't like rejection, and that's all I felt from her for like the last 2.5, 3 years of our relationship. I just felt rejected and just used. I just felt like all she wanted to do was pull and get any and everything out of me, anything that she could. I felt like she was just very selfish and all about herself, didn't care about my feelings, my kids, the decisions she make, how it affect us as a family. Like, when I think about, I don't just think about me. I think about me and my kids and the person I'm with as a whole. Like, we a family, right? Like, that's how I think, right? And like, she didn't think like that. She was all for self, and she's always been like that. So it I should have learned that the first go around, but again, I let the looks fool me, because she a sexy little Cajun, okay, from Louisiana, you know. So she's very attractive, and she just got swag that's just like, she's very handsome, but it just hurt. Like, I couldn't understand, like, what is going on, like, why? And so then with my own relationship problems going on, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on, why is my life nothing, I'm starting to realize, like, you done put all this time and energy into something that's not working. It's fighting against you, and it's killing you. Like, it's pulling everything out of you. Like, I was having bags under my eyes. I've been breaking out, and I still break out right now, just from stress. And like right now, my cycle probably coming. So, you know, I'm all got bumps on my forehead and stuff, you know. But I was like breaking out. I was like, I lost weight. Like, y'all, I used to be like 100, and I was probably like 165 pounds at one time. And I had dropped down to like 156 or something. And then I ended up dropping to like probably 100, less than 120, probably about 120 at the most. Like, I was losing weight. I was just depressed. Like, when I'm the type of person, when I'm depressed, I don't eat, I don't sleep. I just be up, just thinking, just mind just racing, just going crazy, like, inside, crying, just boo-hooing. Just, I did not know what to do. Like, I was just a hot mess, right? Like, damn near like suicidal. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't understand. Like, I feel like I'm just a waste of space. Like, nothing I'm doing is working. Like, nothing I am doing is going the right way, and I don't understand why. Like, why is nothing going the right way? And I realized, because like, I'm a child of God, and he did not like what I was doing. Like, and it's like he delivered me out of something, and then I just fell for it. Like the devil knew what I wanted. He knew what I liked, and he tempted me, and he as soon as one God delivered me from one thing, he wiggled something in my face that he knew I loved, that he knew that I wanted and desired so badly. And because I wasn't woke yet, I didn't realize that's what it was. Like, I didn't realize that's what it was. I was like, what the hell? Like, when I got that time by myself, like, that's why I'm like, I'm in a different, that's why I said yesterday, I'm in a different space, because I'm like seeing things clearer, more clear, and I'm getting a better understanding, and I'm searching, I'm reaching, I'm praying, I'm trying to have my peaceful time, my meditation. Like right now, I really should be working on my business, but I feel like I need to talk about this. I'm in a good space today. I feel pretty today. I feel good today, and I just felt like I needed to say this. I needed to get this out because I've been procrastinating on this video, like really on the cool, for like a year. But here it is. So basically, once we broke up or whatever, I was just like, so I didn't even tell y'all how we broke up. We basically like, so then my dad ended up dying. He died in like 2018 or whatever, like the beginning of 2018. And so then I went through that like for a while. It was like, no, it was like probably April. No, so it was 2017. So he died in 2017, and then it was like of April of 2017, and then we came around up into 2018, and then we lived together, and it just was like, it just went down from there. Like I was in school. I was like, when my dad died, I took that so hard because like I had finally had my father, like, and was getting to know him. We was getting close. Like I was finding out stuff about him and just learning, like catching up on and finding out things about him and myself and my mom, and just like it was really like beautiful, and I just was thankful and happy. And then like when he died, and then she wasn't there for me, like I just was like messed up. I did not know how to like take that. I was just like very like hurt, and like, and even though to her she felt like I wasn't there for her mom passing, I feel like I was. Like I tried to love on her. I tried to encourage her. I tried to like, you know, give her words of encouragement and on how to deal with grief and stuff. And then I wouldn't even bring it up just because I hate to see other people hurting. And this is somebody I loved. I didn't want to see her hurting. And I know her losing her mom was like very hurtful to her. And she always reminded me of how it hurt her. And she, you know, so I always felt like I was trying to be there for her and be, but when the roles was reversed, she was very cold to me and very like, and being, the reason why I felt messed up is because like we weren't being intimate. And that's a big thing for me, because to me, to her, it just seemed like sex, but to me, it's not just sex. It's a spiritual connection. When you're having sex with somebody, y'all are swapping chemistry, okay? That's mixing and mingling. This is how diseases and all kind of stuff happen, right? Because you're mixing different fluids and stuff like that, right? And so that's chemistry, okay? That's science in the making, right? So you're taking on that person's spirits as you laying in the bed with them and y'all doing y'all thing. You taking on that person's spirits and whatever person they've been with and they spirits and so on and so forth, right? And that's how it works, right? So therefore, I'm just like, you know, when we're not having sex and we're not even being intimate, it just really like, we might as well be friends. And low key, that's how we lived. We pretty much, like the last year or two, we pretty much lived like roommates, and that was killing me. We went from being this very passionate, sexual, loving couple to this like, I resented her and she probably resented me, and it was very like toxic, and it started physically showing on me. also because I smoke on top of this, so I'm already messing up my body, you know, putting this junk in me, you know, and here it is. I'm stressed. I'm going through so much emotions and all kind of stuff that, you know, it was coming out in me. Like physically, I wasn't eating. I was messed up, right? And so then my dad dies. My girlfriend's not there. I try to get in school to like occupy my time because she was like pushing to like work this night shift, and she's a very money driven person, right? And that's, to me, because of what the Bible tells us about money and stuff and greed, okay? It's not good. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I like money too. But I'm not gonna kill myself. I ain't finna be sacrificing, doing all kind of. If it come between a hurricane and my family, I'm picking the hurricane. Okay? I'm pissed to leave. I mean, not. Let me re-say that. If it's a hurricane coming and it's my job or the family, I'm picking the family. We finna be safe during this hurricane. And literally, when I'm in Houston, Texas, y'all, when Harvey happened, when I tell y'all, it was bad. It was very bad. It was very scary. I remember crying, just looking on. Thank God. Like, I was in a good place. I was in a good and safe place that nothing happened around the area I was at, and because I was living in a house, right? The house, the area, the subdivision we were in was good. Like, the water came up to the driveway and that was it. Like, it went away or whatever. So like, we were lucky, but like, there weren't no stores. Like, luckily I was prepared because I just had a feeling like this person was gonna be so worried about work instead of being with us, and the news was like warning us that this was gonna be bad. This was gonna be real bad. We hadn't seen nothing like this in a while, right? And so we was like, you know, I was scared, and so I stocked up and I made sure we had what we had. And then, you know what I'm saying, I was scared because it was just gonna be me and my kids. And that's when I realized I needed a man. I think this happened in 2017, okay, when Harvey happened. So I knew then I needed a man. This wasn't gonna work for sure. I knew it because I was like, this person, she don't give a damn. All she care about is herself. All she care about is money, because she working for all this money. But yet, when I needed help with bills and all this stuff, she was pole mouth. She was broke. All this and that. But then I'm finding Louis Vuitton glasses hidden I ain't never seen before. Mind you, this somebody I done lived with for years, bitch. I know everything you got. Like, bitch, where this come from? Like, why is this hidden? Why is that? Like, but yet, bitch, when I'm telling you I'm struggling and I need help, why am I still struggling? Bitch, but you got money to buy glasses, Rolexes, all kind of stuff. It makes no sense, right? So I could not believe that she was doing this type of stuff. It was like it was like, it just wasn't right to me, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I just don't feel like it was right, right? So then all of a sudden, it just got rocky from there. After that, by then I had made up my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this one more year. And if it don't work out, I'm gone. I'm out. I cannot take this no more. I have done too much. I have tried to change myself and adjust and be this way for this person, and it's not working. I don't know what else to do. I was like, I cannot do this no more. I have to be me. I have to be free. And I have to go after my dreams and what I want to do, because I see don't nobody care about me. It's all about everybody else. I need to be about myself. So I said, you know what? When I get my income tax, I'm going to make sure that I take care of my business, because she kept me in debt. And when I say she kept me in debt, meaning like she was making more money than me, and like would make me pay for all this different stuff, and like when, like, it was just a mess, right? It was a mess, and I couldn't understand. And so we end up, I was like, man, it should not be like this. This ain't no 50-50. And then she telling people I'm her roommate and stuff. And when she was saying that was like a wow. It was like a wow. I could not believe she was calling people. She was telling people that I was her roommate. Now, mind you, we're like real close. Like when we was good. We was close. Like, I would have never ever thought she would have ever referred to me as her roommate. So when she's telling people I'm her roommate, that was bothering me. And of course, she would try to downplay it like it's not that serious, but it was serious, especially to me. Like, the fuck you mean, bitch? And literally, because I felt like we living like roommates too, I'm like, oh, bitch, is this what you down for? Because this ain't what I signed up for, bitch. Like, I will move the fuck around. Because to me, I feel like I can have anybody I want. Like, I'm not finna settle for this. I'm not happy either. Girl, I'm not finna settle for you. I need to give me some dick. Like, that's a problem, bitch. Like, I've been over here miserable, depressed. Like, bitch, you not giving me what I need. Like, I'm already fucking over here trying to fucking deal with this motherfucking dildo that you use every now and then. Okay? And it's killing me. I don't like it. It bothers me. It bothers my insides. I don't like it. But you know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm sacrificing so much. Like, and I'm like, she's not giving me nothing I want, nothing I need. So we ended up, it got to a point, my income tax came around, and I just set myself up to where I was like, you know what? I'm going to just take care of all my debt and stuff, and just like, I'm going to be struggling, but at least I'll be able to make it on my own. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do this. I'm just finna just like, because she not finna change. She don't want me. It's clear to me. She don't want me. She either cheating or she just don't want me. And so at the end of the day, we end up breaking up, right? I move, she moves, and like it was some other stuff that happened in between that just had me in my feelings with her. Like, I could not believe her. I couldn't believe. I was in disbelief. Like, I feel like she didn't love me as much as I loved her or whatever. I just couldn't believe like the way things ended. So we didn't talk. I was in my place, she was in hers. We didn't talk. And I just felt like I needed to be away from her for a while. She had hurt me so bad. She had like, and when I say she had hurt me so bad, I mean like mentally, emotionally. She made me feel like I was crazy. She made me feel like I wasn't attractive. Like, she didn't want me anymore. She made me feel worthless. Like, I couldn't do anything without her. Like, she made me. Like she met me in the gutter or something. Like, I was just trash. And that wasn't the case. Don't get me wrong. I was from the hood. Like, and even where I'm from, where I was raised, wasn't even just like the hood. It's hood now. But it wasn't hood even then. Okay? But she just acted like I was just like some trash or something. Like, she's better than me. Mind you, she from fucking little bullshit ass Beaumont, Texas. Like, the fuck, bitch? Like, at least I'm from Houston. This is fucking Beaumont, bitch. You come from nothing, for real. Girl, stop. Like, stop acting like you better than people. Like, that's how I felt at that time. Like, girl, we cut from the same cloth. Like, you wasn't raised no different than I was, okay? We just had, you had an older mother. I was raised by a grandma the same damn age as your mama. Like, damn near, you know what I'm saying? So, we wasn't raised too much different as far as that. But, anyway. So, when we broke up, we didn't talk. We didn't talk for a while, and I felt like I needed to distance myself from her, because I was like, you know what? She not about to try to keep me around and play with my head. I realized I love that person so much. I love that person more than I loved myself. And I went through a battle, a mental battle, struggle, breakdown. And at the end of the day, everything I just said for this last 53 minutes and 36 seconds, it made me realize I couldn't even just be mad at her. I had gave all my power away. I had like literally changed myself for this person and tried to be something I wasn't. Tried to live up to the expectations, and for what, it wasn't really demanding nothing back in return. Like, and it was a big wake up call, and I had to realize I couldn't just blame her for everything that happened in this relationship, because it wasn't just her, it was me too. I had my downfalls. I had things about me she didn't like that I did or whatever that I could have changed that I didn't want to change. I felt like I had changed enough that I wasn't finna let her have that much control over me to only end up leaving me, and that's pretty much what happened or whatever. And I felt like the loyalty, the trust, everything was broken again, and I could never be a friend with her like that. Like, I have exes that we broke up on decent terms, and some of them, like one of them, we didn't break up on just, well, let her tell it. We didn't even break up. She left and went to the military and came back, and I was with this one right here that I'm talking about. Let her tell it. But, like, and that could be true, but I don't remember it that way. But like I said, I have exes to this day that I still talk to, and we still cool. Like, they check on me. They be, especially now that I'm single, they be checking on me like, man, I just want to make sure you good, you all right, because they know how much I cared for this person, and they know how long I was with this person. So I'd be like, oh, that's real, that's real. They could tell I was hurt. So sorry, y'all, because my mouth is like cotton dry. I'm like, I got cotton mouth. I'm a little dry. Almost an hour, y'all. I'm probably gonna wrap this last video up, but I'm glad I'm getting this on my chest, because like, I've been holding all this in, and I just felt like, let me do this video today. Let me get it out, because this is why I wanted to start my YouTube channel. Okay, so don't think I'm telling y'all my business for no reason. I'm just telling y'all why I wanted to start my channel, and I needed this to heal. And it may be somebody out there that is kind of going through something I'm going through, or has been through, or is going to go through, and they probably gonna run across this video, and they'll be able to relate to somebody. But I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet and not go over too much. So we break up. I'm fucked up, y'all. Like, I'm fucked up. I can't eat, I can't sleep without this person. And it's crazy because I was already doing it. It almost was like I was already kind of like conditioned to what was going on, like the breakup. It was because it was like we already was like living separate lives. Like, it was stuff going on in her life. I had no clue, y'all. Mind you, this was somebody I was with for 5 years. We were together. We lived together every day. And she was doing stuff like, I don't even know. I didn't even know about. This girl was stacking money on me, all kind of stuff, y'all. Like, telling me she in debt, and she was really stacking money on me. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, y'all. Like, it was bad. Like, and I was fucked up. Like, just, and it almost seemed like. And then when I would talk to her, when she would reach out to me and stuff, and I would be happy to hear from her, but then I'd be sad too, because this my friend, this somebody I miss. This, I'm like, I was like, why is it that to her, I was like, why is it that, like, it seems like with her, like, it seemed like she was like fine with the breakup, and like she was happy and in a good space, and every time I talked to her she was like, oh, I'm in a good space and this and that. And I was like, why are you happy? I am hurting over here. Like, I am dying inside. Me and my kids, y'all. Not only me, my kids too. Because y'all have to remember that when you're in a relationship with somebody, especially somebody with kids, their kids is involved in this too. Right? And them kids have feelings too. Okay? And there were things that was said, things that was done on both ends that was wrong, that was bad. And it was just a mess, y'all. And like I say, we break up and it was just a mess. I didn't know what to do anymore. I kind of was like, I was hurt. I was sad. I lost my friend. She was like literally my only friend. And I was like, she gone. I don't have no one. If I follow my ass today or tomorrow, if I lose my job today or tomorrow, I have nothing. And thank God that's why I started my business. Okay. But I'm like, I am just so like hurt. Like I was hurt, right? And so I'm talking to her and she always seemed happy. She always seemed like she was in a better place, right? And then she drops this bomb on me. She tells me that she's not going to be a lesbian anymore. And that she's going to live her life for Christ, for God. And I was like, what? What? Because this is somebody who believes that she was born the way she was born, that she is not supposed to be with men. Like that's just not in her. She felt like she's supposed to be the way that she is, like a boy, like, and I'm like, no, I feel like that's a choice. Like we all choose to go. I feel like everything is a spirit, right? Everything has spirits in them, right? So I feel like there are sexual demons, right? Which can be, you know, gay spirits, that people tell it. It could be whatever, people that have these weird fetishes and stuff, right? So I'm thinking, okay, so you decided one day that you was gonna start dressing like a boy. You decided you was gonna be like a boy because that's how you felt inside. Not that that's the way God made you, because He didn't make you a boy, and God don't make no mistakes, right? He doesn't make no mistakes. Okay, so if He didn't make a mistake, you took it upon yourself to decide to act upon your feelings and be a lesbian. Okay, that is my point of view. That's how I see it, right? She saw it the opposite way. She felt like this is the way God made her. She, that it ain't nothing wrong with being lesbian, and she can't help it, right? This is the way that she is, right? So when she dropped the bomb on me that she wasn't finna be gay anymore, technically, I was like, wait. I couldn't understand. My mind was like, what? I was hurt. I was even more devastated. I was even more like, and I don't want to sound like no demon. I don't want to come off like I don't believe in God, because I do. I do. I know God is real. But if I tell y'all some stories, it will freak y'all out. That's how I know God is real. I know the spirit realm is real. I know demons is real. Like, y'all better wake up. And they live in people. They jump on one person on to the next. That's why I got my sage for that ass. Because I'm not about to play with them. I'm not about to play with them. Devil. Get behind me, devil. Okay. So therefore, she came and she telling me that she's not gonna be gay no more, and I was just like, it almost remind me of that dude from the church that went viral talking about, I'm not gay no more, I like women's. I was like, bitch, wait, you not gay no more? Okay. So, and like, if y'all see her, she is fine. I ain't even gonna lie. She know how to dress. She's very cute. Like, I'm gonna give her props. Like, I can't help it. Like, she's cute. She's very cute. Like, I used to always tell her, if she be like girly, niggas, she will pull niggas. Like, niggas still be trying to holler at her, and she's like manly, okay? Like, she be wearing men cologne, everything, smelling good than a motherfucker. You smell her ass from like 2 blocks away or whatever. And I'm like, these niggas still be trying to mess with her. That's how cute she is or whatever, right? So therefore, I just was like, you know what? I can't take anymore. I cannot take anymore, because like when I would talk to her, she would give me this vibe of like, she reminded me of a newfound Christian. Okay, a newfound Christian who wants to, and I'm stepping into the space of, I don't even know if I can call myself a Christian anymore. Do I believe in God? Do I believe in Christ? Yes, I do. I just I don't know. It's some things that's questionable. I'm still researching. I'm still learning. And I'm tapping into my and sisters, okay, in my in the spiritual realm. And it just, when, and then I've been reading the Bible too. I really been spending a lot of time alone because I am single. So I really been like reading, because I'm like, I gotta get my life right. I gotta get it together. I gotta get it together in this whole situation. Like, now that I'm out of don't get me wrong, I still grieve, y'all. I still grieve. I still cry every now and then. I still tear up. I ain't even gonna lie. During this video, I done teared up a few times or whatever. But I'm gonna get this out. I'm going to get these feelings out. I'm going to get them out. And when I get them out, I'm done. I like, as far as like, I'm cool. I feel like when you can get to a point to talk about something that really hurt you really bad, I feel like you have grown from it. You have learned from it. You are overcoming. And I feel like when I can get to that point to where I can talk about it straight through, I can talk about the good and the bad and the things that I did and she did, and I can really, I feel like I'm healing from that. And I don't got to, because it was a point like probably like 6 months ago, I could not even just talk about it without crying. Okay, like, that'll be another video where I talk about trying to date and how this relationship affected me or whatever, and trying to date now, trying to date guys or whatever. In my next video, I'm gonna probably be talking about dating and trying to transition from dating a female to a male, because y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but it's different. Like, it's different. Like, it's very different on different levels. And I don't know if people think about this or whatever, but it is or whatever. Especially for me right now. I'm trying to I'm trying to find a balance here or whatever. But like I said, she ends up telling me that she's not gay anymore. Not Basically, she didn't say it like that, so I don't want to put words in her mouth. She didn't say it that way. She just basically said, I'm not going to be in a relationship with a woman anymore for the rest of my life. And she's 40. She just made 40 this year, right? So she's like, I'm not going to live my life as a lesbian anymore. I'm going to fight my desires and my wants, and I'm just going to live my life for Christ. And I felt guilty, because it was almost like I couldn't be mad at her for seeking Christ, because I encouraged that. And I feel like we all need to really start reading our Bibles and really understand what we're reading, okay? And get a better understanding of what we're reading, and stop regurgitating what's been fed to us for generations and generations since slavery times, when we came here and they forced their religion on us. Okay? So, I'm just saying. Okay? We already knew about God. Okay? We already knew about God before they came. Okay? But we're not finna get off into that. That's a whole nother topic. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, she just started, like, she this newfound Christian. So all of a sudden, like, every time I would talk to her, like, it would be times like we would go like probably weeks or months without talking to each other. And then, like, I would be doing good. Like, mind you, I'm trying to get over this shit, because it really fucked me up. So I'm really trying to get over this. So I'm like, let me keep my mind off of her. And I'm kind of one of them people where I gotta have my mind occupied. Like, I gotta get out of something and get into something else to, like, get over something, right? Especially like in relationships. Especially if I care about somebody. Like, yeah, I need somebody else to replace that. Like, give me that spark back or whatever. Get my mind off that person. So, like, I would be doing good. I'd be happy, not really thinking about her. And then she'll call, and all them feelings would come back. All them feelings would come back, and I'd be so hurt. I'd be so drained. My self-esteem, everything. I felt stupid because I had to take ownership. It got to a point of self-care and praying and working on myself that I had to realize I couldn't even just be fully mad at her, because I allowed a lot of the stuff that was going on in my life to happen. I allowed it, I manifested maybe just by thinking it, right? Because I was thinking about stuff like she don't want me, she this, she that, and I was right in the end. And it was crazy because I had to bring it back to her. Like, you remember all them times, you know what I'm saying? I kept telling you, you don't want me no more. You this, you that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, nah, 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 that ain't it. I had to remind her, remember all them times, you know what I'm saying? I used to say that shit, you try to make me think I'm crazy. Like, no, that's not it, it's not it, it's this, it's that. It was always an excuse, but except the truth. And I think that's why I took this breakup so hard, because I couldn't stand the fact that she couldn't just be honest with me, man. Just be honest with me. I felt like she played me and dragged me and used me up until she did not need me no more. I was no longer a benefit to her. That she was like, you're trash, I'm done with you. Just like she did the girl before me. I felt like she done me probably even worse. Okay? Because boy, y'all just don't even understand. And, I just was like, every time I talk to her, like, I'd have these bad feelings, be hurt all over again. Now I gotta do the work again. I gotta do the work again and try to build myself up. And I finally said, you know what? And then, like, she would just, like, throw Bible scriptures at me. Mind you, I know this person, right? I know this person. I know she ain't doing nothing but just getting on YouTube, watching other people, you know what I'm saying, saying their opinions and how they feel and using Bible scriptures to justify their own understanding of things. And that's why you can't go off to me. You can't go off of what somebody else is saying or reading or whatever. You got to read it and get your own understanding, your own comprehension, because everybody perceives things differently, right? And so and people tend to play on words and twist things, and situated to be successful for their, I'm at a loss for words right now, I'm just reaching for words to try to put it together. But they basically try to put things together and situate it accordingly for their agenda to be pushed. But anyway, so she starts coming at me, like, every time I talk to her, she make it seem like I'm just this bad demon like person, and like thank God has delivered me from you, like, delivered me from this lesbian lifestyle, and just like made me really feel like shit, made me feel like, and I'm like, I know God, okay, I know for a fact I ain't supposed to be with you. I been knew I ain't supposed to be with you a long time ago. And I think that's when the anger kicked in, because I was like, bitch, I wish you would have just been honest with yourself and motherfucking me and not put us through this motherfucking shit. Now I motherfucking hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. Like, bitch, be honest. Like, why the fuck did you play with me and try to play with my motherfucking intelligence? Like, that's what really made me mad with her. Like, I couldn't be, I'm like, I can't be friends with you. Like, you betrayed me to the core. Like, you tried to play me, but it's cool. It's cool, because even though you may feel like you being blessed right now, everybody got to pay for what they do. You don't get away. You can't be messing with God's people and just get away with it. Like, somebody gonna hurt your feelings or whatever. Oh, is that why you don't want to be in another relationship, because you're afraid to get your feelings hurt and somebody use your ass up? But anyway, see, the anger's still there, y'all. Like I say, I'm still a work in progress, but I'm not finna give this person too much more of my energy, because I think they got a motherfucking enough, because I'm still trying to build myself back up or whatever. So at the end of the day, I decided, when I was in that relationship, I realized that there were things that made me realize I did not want to be with, and I think that's why I took it so hard too, because for a long time I already knew that I really didn't even want to get married to a woman. I knew I didn't want to get married to a woman. Like, I don't even know why I even wasted all them years with that person, knowing I was never really just gonna probably, and maybe I probably would have did it, but it wouldn't have been just fully genuine. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know what the words say. I know what God say. And at the end of the day, I don't want to go to hell. I don't know what it's like. I don't want that. I don't even want to try to experience it. Even if I feel like everything in that book ain't all like it's an agenda behind it, I still, at the end of the day, believe in a higher power and want to be a good person. I want to be, the best me and manifest nothing but good things and positivity around me. So I don't feel like I'm bad, and just God has always showed me signs. And since we have been broken up, like, I swear to God, that's why I say God is good, and I know that He has His hand on me, because I have had so many confirmations since we've been broke up that I did not need to be with her no more. And even though I'm hurting, God had to make it hurt the way He did so I could learn my lesson the second time around, so I would not go back to it. And oh boy, did I learn. Did I learn, because I don't want to ever let somebody have that much control over my heart, my emotions, like that ever again. This is why I don't trust people and I don't let people in, because people ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal, and they don't know a good motherfucker when they see one. And so, like, it made me feel like she wasted my time, because, like, dude, you could have been told me this is how you felt, and I could have really just kind of been real with you and told you how I felt about certain things, you know what I'm saying? But I still was willing to sacrifice my salvation to be with you. And when I think about it, why? I could die today or tomorrow, and I would die in sin. I would die in sin. I'm not going to heaven. Like, at least that's what they tell us, right? So I'm like, that's another thing I struggled with, right? After this breakup. So, like, when she coming at me with this, and then she throwing these scriptures at me and stuff, and me knowing her, I'm like, bro, I know you not even reading. I know what I done read, because I know I done read at least most of Genesis. I done at least read most of Deuteronomy. I can tell you that. Especially Deuteronomy chapter 8. And I advise you, black people, y'all need to start really reading that Bible and get an understanding of who we are. Who we are. Who we are. We come from an almighty that live inside of us. And then people be trying to suppress us and don't want us to know who we are. We are the chosen ones. And this is why we keep going through what we going through. You wonder why they hate us so much? Because they know the truth. They know the truth. Y'all need to start reading. Really comprehending. Really understanding what you're reading. And I know I think differently. And probably people gonna see this and be like, oh, this bitch rambling, talking crazy. She don't even know what she talking about. I suggest you do your research in African studies. Like, start learning your heritage. Learning who you are. Who we come from. Who our ancestors were. Because a lot of our identity has already been stripped from us. We don't know our African last names. I bet you don't know what your real family last name was. So, that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, she's like preaching to me and telling me all this stuff or whatever, throwing scriptures at me, and I know what I'm reading. Oh, I read Revelations too. I read all of Revelations, okay? So I'm like, girl, like, I know I ain't read this whole Bible, but I pretty much know most of the stories in there just from hearing it being preached to me over and over and over again. I've seen all these different movies. You know what I'm saying? I skim through, you know what I'm saying? So I read certain scriptures that I'm sent to or whatever. And since I've been alone, I ain't even gonna lie, I have read the Bible probably more than I ever have in my life. Like, and it's very interesting, and I'm feeling like I'm being awoken, and I'm starting to connect dots and get a better understanding. And so, like, when she coming at me and with that typical Christian stuff, she almost reminded me of her sister, like, and not in a bad way, but like in a manipulative way, like with the word, like most Christians do. I'm like, girl, stop. I'm about to end this video, but the last thing that made me say, you know what, I ain't mad at her, but I got to work on me, and I can't keep allowing this person that really hurt me, not once but twice, Okay, I cannot keep giving this person my energy. I cannot keep giving them my everything, and then they just leave me with nothing, and I don't know what to do, and damn near want to kill myself. No, the devil's a lie. I will not allow anybody to have that type of power over me anymore. Okay, they got to really earn it. Okay, because now I'm totally shut off and close to the bull. Like, I'm looking at bull from a mile away. That's why we got to get these videos popping and rolling, y'all, because I got so much to talk about. Because I be needing advice. Like, I need to get this video out to get advice. Like, what the hell? Because this dating shit, like, I need fellas to chime in, tell me what niggas be thinking. Like, because I'm lost. Like, I am lost. But anyway, so the last thing I'm gonna say this. I ended up, we didn't talk for a while, me and the ex. I ended up going to the store one day with my cousin. Like, I've been trying to be more social and hang out and actually go out and do stuff and make friends and stuff, because I actually closed myself off, right? I didn't have no friends. Once I'm single, now I'm looking up, I want to go out and do stuff I ain't got nobody to do it with. So I'm like, I need to start making friends, meeting people, whatever. So my cousin was like, well, come with me. Let's go to this store, whatever. So we go to this spiritual store, right? And oh my God, I walked in this store and I fell in love. It had all kind of stones that's like for positivity, that promote certain things, right? Like good health, wealth, knowledge, strength, peace, serenity, just all different kind of stuff. Sage, like I never even I had never even seen sage before. Like, I didn't even know it came like this. I was like, this is sage, you know? And as I do research and learn, like, our ancestors use this stuff to connect with the higher power and like eliminate spirits and stuff, right? Don't let these people tell you that this is bad, that oh, it's voodoo. It is not. People need to do their research before they get to hollering about voodoo, because y'all don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, you let them people mess your head up, okay? And you got a slave mentality like majority of us black folks, okay? You need to wake the hell up. But anyway, this is nature from the earth. I could pull so many scriptures right now, okay? Because why? I've been doing the research. I've been doing my own research and getting closer to God, okay? And I read myself, okay, how we are supposed to use things of the earth. This is of the earth, okay? These are leaves. This is sage, okay? This is of the earth, okay? We were supposed to use things to help us heal ourselves, okay? We're supposed to be vegetarian. Is that not of the earth? But yet we eat meat, and then wonder why people going crazy, have all these mental health problems and stuff, all this bloody meat and stuff they eating from these animals and all kind of mess. Okay, but y'all don't get me started. Don't get me started. But anyway, so wondering why people, damn cows running around with mad cow disease and all kind of stuff. Okay, we ain't supposed to be eating no meat, no pork, no damn cow, no nothing, no chickens. We shouldn't be eating none of that mess. Okay, we should be eating fruits and berries and nuts. Okay, maybe a little fish here or there, maybe there, a little seafood here or there, not too much, but either way. So I get the sage, right? And I was like, the sage was for, like, the sage I had got was basically like for like clearing out bad spirits and stuff like that, right? So I get the sage or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I want to clear out the bad spirits, and I just want to like cleanse my home and just like really start meditating and manifesting things into my life and trying to live and be a better person from here on out. So I decided to get into let me burn this sage, let me pray. I'm gonna pray. I pull my Bible out, you know what I'm saying? I was really reading, taking notes, like really I've really been studying and just doing the work and just really trying to work on me and be a better person, right? So I'm burning this sage or whatever. So she happened to call that day, and I'm happy, right? Because I'm telling her about this awesome store I just came from, like, because I want to go back. I want to give me some stones, you know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible they talk about the stones and stuff, the gems and all this stuff. So I'm like, you know, oh, I can't wait to go back and like give me some stones like for positivity and good health, because I need just some type of positivity, some goodness in my life right now, because it just feel like it was a mess, right? And it just seemed like she just shot it down. Like, she said, next thing I know, as I'm on the phone with this girl, she sends me like this text about, like, I could tell, this how much I know this girl, I could tell it was not nothing that she came up with herself, that she read for herself and did the research for herself. This is something that she probably was Googling as we was talking and sent me some shit. Or somebody she was probably with was telling her what to tell me. I was like, wow, really? And I texted to her like, stop, first of all, do your own research and stop telling me stuff that you don't even know your own self, that you don't even do your own research. You're just regurgitating what you've heard like most people do. Stop doing that. Okay. And she admitted, she was like, well, it doesn't matter as long as, yes, it does matter, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and that person don't either. Okay. They know what they've been trained to say, what they've been brainwashed to say. Hello. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking to her. I got to. This person hurt me too much already. She one of them people I cannot be friends with as far as exes go. So I was like, nah, she got to go. Every time I talk to her, she bring me back to this ugly place. She make me feel some type of way. She making me feel like I'm just this horrible ass person, and I know I'm not. I said, you know what? I got to protect my energy, and that's where I'm at with it. And so that's where I'm at with it. So at the end of the day, I love her, I care for her, and I always want her to be happy, and I'm gonna be happy too. So now I'm done with my rant. I got it out. I feel good, and I'm so proud of myself that I got it out. And I thank y'all. If you watch this whole video to the end, I thank you. Like, you really fucked with me. Like, because I know I talked a long ass time, and I can't even believe I did it. But you know what? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to my story. And I hope if it does anything, I'm not trying to expose nobody. I'm not trying to make nobody feel no type of way. This is my truth, and I'm clearing my spirit. Okay, and I feel good about it. And if I can help anyone, and if there is a lesbian out there who, or a femme out there who's going through something similar, they got an ex that they was madly in love with that decide they don't want to be gay no more, and you like, what the hell? It's like, it's okay. And let me just say this before I go. I had to realize the year prior to us breaking up, I had to realize, when I look back on it, the same time a year prior to us breaking up, I had prayed and asked God, if it is not meant for us to work, Lord God, and if this is not meant for me, and I'm supposed to go a different way, Lord God, please give me a sign. Pull us apart to where I can't stop it. I can't keep it together. If it's meant for us to not be together, make it happen, because I cannot just break up with someone. I don't want to hurt them, and I didn't want to lose her. I didn't want to let her go. And you know what? God did just that. He pulled us apart to where when they finally broke, it was a wrap. So that's how I know I'm on my true destiny now. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the next video. Bye.